Hello, everybody, and welcome to what is going to be a most harrowing experience. This will be a Let's Play of an Untitled story, done by me, your host, Adalor. It will be actually my first official LP, so I'm hoping it goes quite well. Knowing this game, it will break me, and I will probably never do another LP, but it'll be fun. So right here we have the title screen, which we have a number of options. You can start a new game, continue. You can do heist mode, which is the two-player competitive mode of the game. Records, credits, and end. You see there in the background is this little something rolling around. We'll get to that. Right now we're going to use the begin option. And it has 4 difficulties. You have simple, which is just really, really easy. Just for people that want to play through the game, not have a whole lot of trouble, and just go through it just to see what all the game has. You have regular difficulty, which is probably the difficulty you want to start out on if you're just starting this game. I recommend regular difficulty, maybe even simple if you don't want this game to punish you too hard. Difficult, obviously, would be like the hard version of the game, as if this game wasn't already hard, as you'll see later. And then Masterful. This is for people that, like myself, think they just must punish themselves somehow by getting completely destroyed by this game. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Or what we're going to be starting, at least. Oh, yes, it'll be fun. Alright, so we're going to select Masterful. And, this game is graphically. I'll bring it back over here. It's going to do that again every time I die or if I do something like that. So, that's my 99% regular file. There's 1% that I just cannot get. I might do that later in a special video, showing me get that 100%, because it'll be something I'll show in the run here, but that doesn't matter. We're going to start here, and that was just a slot I used. Okay, my name. Excellent. Okay, see, it's going to keep doing that. Alright, so we're going to maximize it. That should be perfect. Okay. So it starts off by explaining the controls. If you're using a keyboard, you can move left and right, up to jump, space bar is pause, X for the action key, which comes in handy later. We are going to modify those options, and go gamepad. And that'll do it. Okay. I need to modify the buttons, actually. Okay. Jump is here, shoot is here, action is here, and pause needs to be this button. Okay, perfect. Alright. And push that button. Alright, now we can move. Alright, so we start out as an egg. You can jump a little bit in the air. This is our little home. It's kind of peaceful. This music is also very peaceful. It's kind of a good way to open the game. But as all eggs must do, they must journey out into the world and see what there is to be seen. So, let's go. Oh boy, I hope I don't fall and die. Oh look, there's grass to land on. Oh, how handy. These are our save points. You will find many of them in the game, and they are most useful, because saving is the key to being able to fight another day should you die. And you will die many times. You push down to save at a save point. And you saw up in there in the upper left corner momentarily appeared was that little 100. That is your number of hit points, or health, whatever you want to call it. You start with 100, and you regain them every time you save. Save points are also your heal points. So this is the next screen over. A little bit of tutorial on jumping, obstacles. If you fall in here, you'll have to go around and come back up and reattempt your little jumping tutorial. Here we have a blue orb. Blue orbs are probably the most important thing in the game, because they have all our upgrades. We're going to grab this one. Jump height upgraded. Many of them will be for jump height. See, now we can actually make it up here. Just barely make it up here. You'll also find red orbs. Red orbs are also very important. Every one of them increases your max hit points by 10. 10 extra hit points. So right now we have 110, as indicated there. The blue one will come in handy later, and the one next to it is going to be our currency, which we should be obtaining some of that now. And there's our map. This map is gigantic, and yes, it will cover most of that screen, but we'll get to all that later. So we're going to continue onward here. Oh, we have our first enemy. These snails are not very threatening. You can bounce on them to kill them. That's generally true for most enemies in this game. You bounce on them to kill them. We're going to hit that one, and that was pretty easy. Next screen. Now we are in the grotto. This game is actually really nice in that every area has a designated name. You can always see it on the map, and it's also sorted by color. See, now there's a brown color. Every map area has a different color. Oh, see, I just hit that snail. I took 25 damage. That's a lot. That's one of the key differences of Masterful difficulty, is that everything does more damage to you. I think those snails in normal difficulty, regular, only do like 10 damage. So, yeah, there we did some jumping over those spikes. Spikes are very, very lethal. They're going to be a recurring feature in this game. They will do more damage than you want to deal with. Now, coming up in here is our first boss fight. What you'll notice with boss fights is that the torches in the background, scattered throughout the screen, indicate the boss's hit points. Most bosses take 4 hits to slay. And without further ado, let's start this. This is kind of a tutorial boss, and as you can see, the boss isn't too challenging. In regular difficulty, it actually has an arrow that appears over the boss's head, telling you to jump on it. Oh, see, now I'm going to take damage because the boss is so much faster. Okay. Now, something this is also worth noting. In Masterful difficulty, bosses are significantly quicker. Like, that boss gives you tons of time to attack it on regular difficulty. And there we have our second upgrade, which gave us the double jump. Oh, the double jump. There was a survey of some sort done, I forget by who or when, but voted that determined that the double jump is possibly the most useful game mechanic ever. Okay, so we got some money from that boss. You notice we got 10 of them. They're little crystals. And that is, again, going to be the currency of this game. We have 13 of them because that snail gave us 3. They come in different colors. Like, the color that you see there for it is the 1. Greens are 5. I think blues are 10. We'll see a lot of that later, actually. There's one boss that very, very nicely gives us a good view of the denominations, basically, of the currency. But yes, that was our first boss. We got a double jump height upgrade, which allows us to get up here and continue on into there. But for now, we are going to save and call it a video. So, this has been episode 1 of Let's Play an Untitled Story, Masterful difficulty. This has been with your host, Adalor, and we will see you next time.